India claimed the 2000 Mumbai terror attack culprit continued to be supported by India, which abused UN platforms to spread false and harmful propaganda against India. Today's topic is civilian protection. Terrorists are today's greatest danger to people. As previously said, the culprit of the 2008 Mumbai terror incident continued to be patronized by the state he represents. Yes, Counsellor Madhu of India's permanent mission to the UN remarked during the discussion on protection of civilians in armed conflicts. Members know Pakistan has a history of harboring, assisting and actively supporting terrorists. This is a nation that openly supports, trains, finances and arms terrorists as part of its state policy. India elaborated on Pakistan's connection to global terrorism, saying Pakistan has a dubious distinction of housing the most terrorists sanctioned by the UN Security Council. So much so that the most terrorist acts originate in Pakistan in some shape or another.
I am constrained to take the floor again only because the representative of Pakistan chose to sully this august council through his Pavlovian and frivolous remarks against my country. While his statement deserves our collective contempt, it is important for me to set the record straight. This is not the first time the representative of Pakistan has misused platforms provided by the UN to propagate false and malicious propaganda against my country, and seeking in vain to divert the world's attention from the sad state of his country, where terrorists enjoy free pass while the lives of ordinary people, especially those belonging to the minorities, are turned upside down. Madam President, member states are well aware that Pakistan has an established history of harboring, aiding, and actively supporting terrorists. This is a country that has been globally recognized as a sponsor of terrorism and holds the ignoble record of hosting the largest number of terrorists proscribed by the Security Council. So much so that most of the terrorist attacks around the world today have their origin in some form or the other in Pakistan. His Prime Minister and his Foreign Minister have been called out for being supporters of terrorists, including Osama Bin Laden, but they continue to carry on down the same path undeterred. We are discussing protection of civilians today. The biggest threat to civilians comes from terrorists. As we mentioned earlier, the perpetrators of the heinous terror attack in Mumbai in 2008 continue to enjoy patronage of the state which he represents. Madam President, let me be categorical about India's position. The entire Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were, are, and will always be an integral and inalienable part of India, irrespective of what the representative of Pakistan believes or covets. This includes the areas that are under the illegal occupation of Pakistan, and we call upon Pakistan to immediately vacate all areas under its illegal occupation. India desires normal neighborly relations with all countries, including Pakistan, and is committed to addressing outstanding issues, if any, bilaterally and peacefully, in accordance with the Simla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration. However, any meaningful dialogue can only be held in an atmosphere free of terror, hostility, and violence. The onus is on Pakistan to create such a conducive atmosphere. Till then, India will continue to take firm and decisive steps to respond to cross-border terrorism. I thank you.
India informed the Council that the Pakistani Prime Minister and Foreign Minister have been accused of supporting terrorists, including Osama Bin Laden, yet they persist. Concerning Jammu and Kashmir, India said regardless of what the Pakistan's representative think or desire, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were, are, and always will be a part of India. This covers Pakistan's illegally occupied territory. We demand that Pakistan immediately withdraw from all occupied lands. And India dedicated to resolving all unresolved disputes bilaterally or amicably in line with the Simla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration. But genuine discourse can only occur in a world devoid of dread, antagonism, and violence. Pakistan must establish such an enabling environment. So long as cross-border terrorism is not addressed, India would remain tough and resolute, India stated. Indian Journal is now available on your App Store. Download the app now and get all the impactful news on the go. Subscribe Indian Journal to stay updated with the latest news.